Howdy, this is Hamid of your Milwaukie Arts Committee, the Art Mob, here at Milwaukie Sunday Farmers Market. It's a beautiful day in September, and let's go exploring. Can you say your name on camera?
My name is Robert Stein.
Robert?
I work for Sweet Leaf Organic Farm. I'm our market manager of our Portland and Milwaukee markets.
What do you love about this farmers market?
I love that. Oh, that's a hard question. In particular, I think that it's got a great community of vendors. I love that we're front and center right here in the music in the center of it all. I love that it's right by the river and it's a nice shady spot, and I love that it's growing and there's a lot of people come and it's kind of thriving. It wasn't so much like that a few years ago.
Well, how has it changed?
There are a lot more people come.
Right on.
A lot more, not necessarily more vendors, but definitely a lot more, in the middle of the summer, it was crowded here every Sunday. There were a lot of people here come through this market, for sure.
Right. Why is supporting local important to our community?
Well, because it is just, from an ecological perspective, it's less taxing and less fuel, less taxing on the infrastructure. But it's also when you buy local, you keep money in the local economy, and then it just recycles back through, and it just multiplies instead of going off to some person who doesn't live anywhere near here who's just gonna put it in his bank. We're gonna spend it. We're gonna buy things from people that all over Clackamas County and Marion County and Lane County, and it's just gonna keep cycling back through. But yeah, it's also healthier and more natural to eat seasonal stuff that is this is what is happening where you live right now, and as the year changes, what you eat changes, and that's the way humans should live, because that's the way our lived for thousands of years until relatively recently.
Yeah, totally. That's how humans should live. Totally. Show me your machine. Is it okay to do it on video?
Sure.
Can you tell me about it? This mystical contraption.
This is what they call Clockworks. This is 1910, and you wind it up. There's a big clock spring in here. You wind it up. Then there's a drive shaft goes through, turns the gears, which turns the peanut drum. The peanuts are in here. And there's a propane fire underneath. Used to be gasoline back in the day, but gasoline they don't want you to use that anymore. It has something to do with explosions.
Something about that.
And then there's a boiler over on this side, so that when I have them roasted, I can put them in here, and the heat from the boiler is what keeps them warm.
What do you love about our market? What keeps you coming back to this market?
The community involvement. The people in the community support the market. It's a good market. The people are happy. And that's where I want to be, is with happy people.
Happy people.
Sure.
You sure make a lot. Every time I come by, I get happy seeing the machine and seeing the clockwork. It's way cool.
Well, that's the way it should be.
Let me ask you one more question.
Sure.
I've been asking this of all the folks. Why is it important to support local community?
Who else are you supposed to support? Somebody that isn't here? Support people in your area. They support you, you support them. That's the way it's supposed to be.
What can I get you today?
I'm just looking at your delicatas.
Okay, yeah, they're $1.50 a piece.
Have a sample. Fresh
It
roasted
is.
peanuts.
Say who you are.
I'm Shane Abma. I'm on the Milwaukee City Council.
Shane, why is it important to support local community?
I think there are a few reasons why it's important to support local communities. First of all, it keeps the dollars here locally, which helps our families and our residents. And then second, the more that we can support local, the less we have to travel around to get our goods and services, which is nice for the climate because then we are not using greenhouse gases and being in our vehicles as much.
Right on. And what are you here doing at the market?
I'm volunteering today with others, and what we do is we have a city booth every 2 weeks at the market, and we just answer any questions that people have regarding the city, what's going on, our development, or what of our services. So we're just trying to answer any questions that we can, and we have a pretty good crowd that usually comes by.
I'm Linda Carr. I'm with the Milwaukie Tree Board, and I'm here volunteering at the Sunday Farmers Market. It's a wonderful social place. People come through, ask questions. We have wonderful vendors and food, and across the street is the Lighting Library, Friends of the Lighting Library sale. So that's all just lots of fun to come to, and lots of fun to be here on a Sunday.
How long have you been sharpening knives? Like, how did you learn?
I picked this up from my dad. I've been doing this pretty much as long as I can remember. My dad's a jeweler by trade, and we just always did the knives in the house. And then when the economy crashed, he saw a way to make some money that wasn't selling jewelry.
Yeah. So you've been coming to Milwaukee's Sunday Farmers Market for a while now, haven't you?
I think about 14 years now.
14 years. What keeps you coming back here?
This is actually my dad's original market, and we took the business over from him, and I love the people here. This is my favorite market. We've done a few of them in Portland, and this one is my favorite one.
What makes this one your favorite one?
The customers are really fantastic. Almost everybody's friendly, kind, polite. The vendors are a great mix of vendors. So you can get your vegetables, but you can also get your nut butter, and you can get some earrings here. So having that mix of vendors makes it a nice experience. I find myself going to the grocery store when I run out of salt. That's about it during market season.
Right on. So why is it important to support local community?
If you don't support your local community, you're paying somebody in another state all your money, and the money doesn't stay in your community. By supporting local, you're supporting your community, and it grows. You pay a local artist, okay? They take that money that you paid them, they go down to the farmer's market and buy some vegetables. That's more money in your community, staying in your community and supporting them. If we just buy big box stores, not only are we not keeping our money local, we're also not going to have that innovation of that person who found a cool new way to make earrings or a cool new nut butter. By sending all the money out, we don't have it here, and we're not supporting ourselves.
Right on. And there's like places to get earrings, like really, really close, like right there. Sweet pepper. What are you working on there?
I am finishing up a necklace with some nice little Herkimer diamond and ocean jasper.
That's gorgeous.
Thank you. I do most of my own lapidary work, so I cut and polish the stones and work with a partner that actually does the electroplating for me. And then I design everything else, so just keeping myself busy. So I'm Cassandra, and I'm with the Vital Element. I've been doing jewelry for many years and always wanted to do my own business. So when popularity of my pieces started picking up when I was doing interior design, I ended up deciding, hey, why not? I'm just gonna do the push. Ended up going full-time last year and haven't looked back.
You went full-time last year.
Just last year.
Like, what gave you the courage to take that leap, to like leave the old ways behind and try this something new?
Just realizing that I had been kind of living safely, and responsibility is good, but when it's in sacrifice of your passion, I felt like it wasn't authentic. And I felt like it was absolutely just time for me to do what I wanted to do and just give it a try. It was just kind of going out on a limb. Like, you know what, universe, let me at it.
Right on. At the universe.
Yes, I love it. It makes it fun for me to work on it, and I've been told I have some of the happiest customers when they come in, because I mean, how can you be unhappy in basically a crystal petting zoo, right?
It's just a crystal petting zoo. I've never.
Yes.
Oh yes, that's a nice crystal.
See, it's fun. You feel good being around it. Things that are made by nature and then adapted so that we can adorn ourselves or our homes and bring some of that natural beauty in.
Right on.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing the natural beauty from other places and letting people adorn themselves with.
You know what? It's my pleasure. I'm happy to help. I'm a giver. What can I say?
What draws you to the Milwaukie Farmers Market?
Oh, I love the community, number one. Very, very strong community. The size of the market is surprisingly robust, actually, for the size of the city. But part of that is because of strong community support. So we have great diversity of vendors. We have great customers, and we're in the middle of downtown Milwaukee, so there's a lot of local business support as well. So it's really great for both before and after the market. Just an excellent all around.
Cool.
Yeah.
Why is it important to support local community?
Oh goodness. Well, I mean, the easy answer is when you support local community, they in turn support the local community. So it ends up creating a cycle that straightens the whole network and the whole community itself. Whereas when you do support larger stores and big corporations, sometimes it's necessary. You know, we have our infrastructure, but when you really want to enhance the uniqueness of a community and you want to support creativity and people's passions, the best way to do that is to go direct to the source and to the people who are actually out there working and doing the things that come directly from the heart. So it's a more authentic product a lot of the time.
From the heart.
From the heart, exactly. You know, somebody actually put hours and hours into thinking of, designs or methods, working on their skill, their craft. You're going to get a higher quality piece, and you're going to get something that has more of a story to it. And just as we all do, we all have a story. And this way you're bringing in items into your life that continue that story and just weave a kind of a denser tapestry in life.
Probably where on the park. Yeah, it's right, really close there. Yeah. So it's fine. Really good. I think it tastes really good. I like that. I like grapes that are more interesting in flavor. Too many grapes and then my stomach hurts. Does that happen?
So please state your name.
Yeah, my name is Melissa Strang and my farm is Sunlove Farm, and we're located in Oregon City. The farm is it's a 7-acre farm. I grow about 1.5 acres of vegetables, and it's all certified naturally grown. So it's kind of similar certification to organic, but a little bit more of a grassroots certification, but I keep all the same standards as organic. I grow a wide variety of vegetables, bringing a seasonal array to the market.
Yeah, what's your favorite thing in season right now?
Right now I'm really excited about my delicata squashes. Delicata is just my top squash variety. They're just so sweet and delicious. I have 2 different kinds, Zeppelin and Candy Stick. Candy Stick is really dry, while Zeppelin's just the sweetest of all the squash with really floral flavor. And I'm excited to be in winter squash season yet again.
Why is it important to support local community?
So, for me, it's so satisfying for me to bring this food to market and know that I am selling to my local community and that I know the people who are eating my food. And I think for a lot of people who come out here, they feel that way about supporting me. Like, I am a local grower, I have a family, I'm a small grower. Most of the dollars that come to this market are going directly to my family. And so, I don't know, it's just more of a personal connection versus going to a big box grocery store and buying a vegetable that traveled from California, and who knows who is in that picture. Here, this is my family that put this food together. I don't know, the market is a really great place for building community. I love getting to meet all the different people who eat my food on a regular basis and see people every single week, and it makes this work feel really satisfying to me because it is really hard work growing food, and knowing the faces and knowing the families that are bringing this food home and eating it, it makes it all worth it. So yeah, it kind of helps me to be a farmer, I guess, being a direct farmer, because otherwise sometimes the work wouldn't feel worth it. So, yeah.
Thank you for being a farmer and showing your family's love. So many families.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
I am Zoanne of Zoanne's Cheesecakes. So I'm Zoanne Buckley.
Joanne Buckley.
But everyone calls me Zoe.
Zoe, it's about what you do here.
Well, what we do is we bake cheesecake in a dizzying array of flavors. And we sell them here at farmers markets. They're individual sized cheesecakes. They're 3 inches. And we have in our arsenal over 30 flavors, but we bring anywhere from 12 to 16 flavors to market every week. And so that's what we do.
That is dizzy.
I know, it's a lot of flavors.
How long have you been making these?
Well, this is my 13th season here at the farmers markets, at the Milwaukie market in particular, which is where we are now. This is my 11th season here, and so we've been having a really good time at this market. The customers are fabulous. They totally get what we do, and it's wonderful. I have a good time every time I come here.
Right, is that what keeps you coming back here?
It is. It is very much so. It's one of my favorite markets, hands down. I absolutely love the customers out here. So.
Well, we love you out here
well,
too.
Thank you.
Okay. So why is it important to support local community?
It's really important to support local community because I think, jobs, also the fact that everything has become so homogenized lately. You can get anything anywhere, additives added, you don't know whose hands have been in it or what ingredients are in it. This is wonderful, especially at farmers markets, because you can talk to the grower or the artisan, the maker, and they can tell you exactly what their process is and what they do, so you know what you're getting and you know the story behind it. And 9.99999 times out of 10, it's going to be much better than what you're going to get at a store. So at a big giant store. So that's why I believe that it's important to support small businesses.
Right on. Thank you for being a small business here in Milwaukie.
Well, thank you guys for having me, and come down and get some really good cheesecake. Pumpkins in the house.
Pumpkins in the house.
Yes. Bye-bye now.
My morning adventure to the Milwaukie Sunday Farmers Market. I try and get to the market just about every week. The Sunday Farmers Market runs from May through October in downtown Milwaukie, just across the way over there, and it's always a great place to pick up produce and gifts and all kinds of things locally made, and it's important to support our local communities, and the Sunday Farmers Market in Milwaukie is certainly a great place to do that. So there will be more from Milwaukie makers. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We will bring you more good stuff from Milwaukie and the surrounding region, of our artists and our craftspeople and our artisans and our community. This is Hamid. I'm out.